The neon glow of Hercules pulsed like a frantic heartbeat against the inky Liberty City sky. Inside, the bass throbbed, a relentless rhythm mirroring the anxiety gnawing at Luis Lopez. He scanned the dance floor, a kaleidoscope of writhing bodies, each lost in their own synthetic paradise. Tony, his boss, his friend, well, everything was missing. Vanished. Poof! It had been 3 days since Tony Prince, aka Gay Tony, had last been seen. 3 days since he'd stumbled out of Maisonette 9, muttering something about a deal gone sour, and hopped into a cab. 3 days of unanswered calls, frantic searches, and the growing, sickening feeling that something was terribly wrong. Luis took a swig of his vodka tonic, the ice clinking against the glass, a sharp counterpoint to the pounding music. He knew Tony had debts, mountains of them, piled high by his extravagant lifestyle and reckless business ventures. But Tony always landed on his feet, usually with a flamboyant flourish and a witty one-liner. This silence felt different, ominous. He pushed his way through the crowd, the air thick with sweat and desperation. He had to find Tony, not just because Tony was his boss, but because Luis owed him everything. Tony had pulled him out of the Northwood projects, given him a life, a purpose. He wouldn't let him down. He found Armando and Henrique, his closest friends and partners in crime, huddled near the VIP lounge. Armando, ever the pragmatist, was already on his phone, barking orders in rapid Spanish. Henrique, usually a bundle of nervous energy, was unusually quiet, his face pale under the flashing lights. Luis, VO. Anything? Armando, VO. Nothing. The cops are useless. They're treating it like another rich boy gone on a bender. Henrique, VO. They don't understand. This isn't like Tony. He wouldn't just disappear. Luis knew they were right. He had to take matters into his own hands. He had to delve into the murky underworld of Liberty City, a place where favors were currency and loyalty was a commodity. He started with the obvious, Tony's creditors. He visited Yusuf Amir, the eccentric billionaire with a penchant for gold-plated helicopters, who owed Tony a substantial sum. Yusuf, draped in diamonds and surrounded by bodyguards, feigned ignorance. Yusuf Amir, VO. Tony, my friend, such a character. I haven't seen him in days. Perhaps he's off on another one of his adventures? Yusuf's eyes, however, didn't quite meet Luis's. Luis didn't buy it. He pressed harder, hinting at the consequences of withholding information. Yusuf remained uncooperative, but Luis noticed a flicker of unease in his eyes, a subtle twitch that betrayed his carefully constructed facade. Next, he visited Rocco Pelosi, the volatile mafia boss Tony had crossed one too many times. Rocco, surrounded by his goons in a dimly lit back room of a Vespucci Beach pizzeria, was less subtle. Rocco Pelosi, Tony Prince? That fairy? Good riddance. He owed me money, and he knew the consequences of not paying up. Rocco's words hung in the air, heavy with menace. Luis knew Rocco was capable of anything, but something felt off. Rocco seemed almost relieved. Too relieved. As Luis left the pizzeria, a chilling thought struck him. What if Tony's disappearance wasn't about money? What if it was something more personal? He thought back to the last time he saw Tony, the haunted look in his eyes, the mumbled words about a deal gone sour. The deal, what deal, and who was involved? He needed to dig deeper, to unravel the tangled web of Tony's life, to expose the secrets hidden beneath the glittering facade of Hercules and Maisonette 9. He knew it wouldn't be easy. He knew he was walking into a dangerous game, a game where the stakes were life and death. But he had no choice. He had to find Tony. He owed him that much. I need you to dig up everything you can on Tony's business dealings in the last few months. Everything. Leave no stone unturned. This isn't about money, Armando. This is about something else. Something much bigger. The neon glow of Liberty City seemed to intensify, casting long, ominous shadows across the streets. Luis took a deep breath, the city's polluted air filling his lungs. He was ready. He was going to find Tony, even if it meant tearing the city apart piece by piece. The hunt had begun, and Luis Lopez was a hunter with nothing to lose.